God, I hope this works.
Just need our faces.
Yeah! I can't believe it. We're live.
Computer nil. Yet another LARP podcast. One.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of yet another LARP podcast. It feels like I have not said that in a very long time.
That's because you haven't.
It's true. I have just noticed that
only...
I'm missing my character name.
Oh, I was going to say, not only is it an episode, it's also a bloody live stream. Wow. That's been even longer, maybe.
It has. We have been really, really bad with releasing content between E1 and E2, but we're sorry, it's not our fault, real life and stuff.
Yeah, and we did take a, we wanted to shift away from sort of live streams and do more like pre-recorded content, right? However, this is purely for psyching ourselves up for E2, which, believe it or not, is tomorrow if you're keen and go on a Thursday.
Whoa! Maybe. It's TBC for me still.
TBC for you.
Yeah.
So
I'll know at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
We've got prep to do still.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of.
Boy, do we! So
yeah.
I need to let you guys in on a little secret, and in the I have done nothing so far. I have done no prep, no packing. I've still got things to wash. I have read none of the wins. I shouldn't be admitting this on the podcast that's supposed to help people, get to grips with what's going on in Empire.
I think it's positive.
To put a positive spin on it, two things. First of all, I was supposed to do loads of prep today, but I have to share this with everyone. It's been 13 years in the making, but my wife has finally agreed to watch The Lord of the Rings. She's never watched it before. And for our 5-year anniversary, her gift was, I'm going to watch it with you. Which is more valuable than any materialistic item on this earth.
More valuable than the most bountiful ball seat.
Yeah, so I was absolutely buzzing. We watched almost all of the Fellowship of the Ring yesterday. Extended editions, obviously. Ultra HD. And then we finished. It was. I said we're so close. She was knackered. She done really well. I thought we would get through disc 1 and then maybe do disc 2 another time.
Yeah. Did you say it's the extended?
It's the extended editions.
It's worth saying it's not just the play park.
Yeah, 3 hours. 3 hours 36 minutes, I think.
Wow.
But she powered through. We did almost all of it, and we watched the last 20 minutes today, and then I was like, right, I've got to do some prep for Empire. And then we watched almost all of the 2 towers. Instead of prepping.
And then to top it off, we couldn't get the stream sorted. So it's been a real anti-LARP day.
I booted up the PC at 8:01, I think. I joined the call. And then YouTube would not do its thing. So
no. But we're here, everybody. And also, hello to a few people in the chat. I'm just going to pick one out, which is the Wonky Donkey Tavern in Wintermark, because it was a favourite of ours last year. When I mean favourite, we only went there once, unfortunately, but it was very enjoyable, and we enjoyed it.
It was very enjoyable.
We'll make a new appearance, as our rocks. We'll make hello on the weekend.
Yeah, because we went to Saren and Lucan, didn't we? And now they're gone. We'll have to reintroduce ourselves. But yeah, hey everyone. I hope you are all way more prepared than I am. Thanks for tuning in. We'll try and keep you guys entertained for the next part of the evening. Maybe while you are packing and getting your bits together.
I mean, yeah, definitely. We should be packing, but instead we chose the night before an event to do a LARP live stream, which is it's just meant to be chill. We're just chilling, but it means we're not packing. But
Yeah.
Unlike Mark, I'm 12% packed. So
Specific. Good.
Yes. So I've been to the shop. So I mean, yeah, it's tomorrow's problem. But I've got about an hour in the morning before I need to go. You know, so I've got about an hour to play with, which I'll probably chuck in the van. But yeah, Holly this Small makes a very good point that maybe this is a perfect opportunity, Mark, to show people how to emergency pack. You know. Well, do you know? Is it what program at Ryland does it now? But it's like the supermarket dash where you have a trolley.
Supermarket suite.
Yeah, we'll do that, but with LARP kit. We'll just set you up in the garage, and you've got a minute to put it, and then whatever goes in the bag that's all you can take.
Extremely bold of you to assume there's any room in the garage to even get a trolley in. Oh. The thing is, though, I'd end up with like a lawnmower and stuff in there, which might come in handy in the woods.
Yeah. Although we don't camp in the woods, so.
Yeah, but the orc camps in the woods.
Yeah, true.
We can mow the orc camp lawn, and be the best dressed
services.
The best dressed nation camp.
For a mow. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was just thinking for, I guess fame, but you're thinking financially prosperity.
Yeah. Go out to Dawn, offer to mow their glory square. Who knows?
Mow all their flowers.
Yeah. Yeah. Run over their daffodils.
Oh, that would actually be really funny to do. Just as a couple of orcs turn up in Dawn and say that we're a professional flower cutting service. We'll cut all of these weeds and just point at all their flowers and stuff.
Liz has got a real good point in the chat, mine.
Yeah?
Yeah. Let's
hear it.
They were just saying we'd cause a turf war.
Also, I thought you were going to point to the very good point of bring a hat because it's going to be wet because it is raining.
Yeah, I've like deliberately decided not to think too much into it. Every time I look at it, I'm just like, nah, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, I think 2 or 3 times you sent me like raining weather reports, and I'm like,
yeah, it's because I get absolutely hyper fixated on checking the weather every 10 minutes. I have to know. I have to see. Even if it's like drizzle for 3 days, that's fine. I'm just worried about like a flash flood like we had at E1 and previous years.
It's so hard to tell what the weather's going to be, and unless it's 100% downpour predicted all weekend, like I just don't trust the weather. You know, it's going to be raining all weekend. Apparently, don't believe it.
They're normally really accurate with Silverstone's weather, from what I see.
Oh, I feel the opposite. I feel like you find out when you're stood there.
Find out in play.
Yeah, find out in play.
Is there a wind of fortune on whether it's going to be raining?
Yeah, the weatherman, which is in the orc thing.
It might be TBC because they're still dropping, aren't they? I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we were literally just talking about this, weren't we? I'm pretty sure up until about an hour ago they were still releasing winds of fortune, which is great when you're trying to get your stuff together with plot and planning your weekends. But hey,
yeah, couldn't be me.
Good old. Well, I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter for us. We don't read the ones anyway.
I normally like to have a read. I've been terrible, but I have found that the less prepared I am, the more enjoyable of an event I seem to have. I think the real fun for me happens when I'm not looking for it, which is, I guess, here or there.
Yes, I get what you're saying. We're in the same boat with that. Also, what I was going to say, a few people, we were just going to say, if you want anything to talk about, or specifically for us to direct at, put it in the chat and we'll try get there. I know Robbie asked earlier about talking about the Raven wind.
Yeah.
The Winds of War, about the Raven and the Barons, which I was perusing, and that sounds interesting. So I don't know what people know, really. I don't know. I don't want to go through the whole history of it, because 1, I don't know, and 2, I don't want to But the Raven, remember we were talking about it, Mark? The Raven and the Black Wind are like two orc septs or orc tribes in the Barrens.
Yes, they were once one.
They were
I
one.
believe.
And then the Black Wind are more associated with being friends with the Druge. Whereas the Raven are the ones that are hanging out in that mine.
Yeah.
So it looks like some of the Black Wind have gone and joined the Raven. And the Black Wind have basically an army in the Barrens, I think.
Okay. Robbie will confirm or deny, I'm sure.
Yes, so that's interesting. But it looks like is it an Imperial, the Iron Helms, which is a army? They're a Varushkan army.
Yes, I was going to say Varushka, I believe.
Sat in the Barrens, I think.
The cruel action of the Iron Helms have forced the army of the Black Wind to return to the Barrens.
Yes, so I think we've got this option to basically, I don't know, attack the Black Wind army. So the Black Wind look like they're there to help evacuate some of the Black Wind. So the army's there to help evacuate some of this sept out of the Barrens, by the looks of it. And then we can attack them whilst they're doing it, if we want to.
Just a side note as well, if anyone wants us to have a look at any other Winds of War, we currently only have orc-related Winds of War because Robbie is also an orc. We don't want to just be orc heavy. We want to talk about all nations.
If you want someone incredibly dyslexic trying to read a wiki on a subject he knows nothing about, then please put your suggestions in the chat, and we'll try and get there.
That's the content I signed up for.
Perfect. So yeah, that's interesting because some, like me and you, before E1, spent a lot of time looking at the Barrens. We've had the shit time between now since then, so we've not done anything. However, this is something, at least a subject we know something about. So at least we recognise a few words. So yeah. Another thing is the Raven. So we've got a delegation or a representative of the Raven who will be visiting the Imperial Orcs on Friday. So apparently in secret they visited last event, which kind of crap because we wished we could have witnessed it and been there. So they met up with some Imperial Orcs, which is a shame because we quite like the Barrens and we would have liked to be there, but that's just part of it. So they met up with some Imperial Orcs last event.
Yeah, I think,
and they're coming back.
I think
to talk. So
for me, I feel like I might have missed the Raven train, so to speak, which is
well, the Raven train's pulling back into the station. So I think you just need to grab it with both hands. Obviously, we had a bit of an all over the place event last event, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So So anyway, the Raven representative of the Raven's coming back. The Raven have been now voted foreigners by the Senate, which means I think that opens up sort of more future negotiation.
Okay.
Interaction. So
yeah.
I think they start off with foreigners, and then we can maybe we can assign us what's the word? Ambassador soon. So, when they become a certain status, you can.
Yeah, I think a couple of things have to happen. One of which is we have to not be at war with them, so they have to be foreigner enabled.
Yeah. Domesticated Moss in the chat. Hello. Right. So, has anyone in the chat? Is there a link between these Winds names? By the way, do you know once we had that Taylor Swift one?
Oh yeah.
So if you've noticed anything, check it out. I'll be interested because I haven't got the brain power to digest that right now.
Charlie says Call of Crows Winds of War because getting effect.
Right, we'll get.
I'm happy to look it up if you want.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bumble through this. Orc,
you do what you do best, mate. Have a waffle.
I'll have a waffle. And then here you go. The Great Forest Orcs aren't too pleased at the moment. Oh dear. They're deeply concerned for their future, unsure of their relationship with the Navarre, and fearful of the Empire.
Who's this?
Uh-oh. The Great Forest Orcs. Those are ones that were they were going to help out, aren't they? They're helping us out with I want to say the Barons. Or were there ones that went and gave some Cold Sun stuff a bloody nose?
Sorry, I'm just looking for this other one.
No, that's right. Yeah, so I thought the Great Forest Orcs were like real kick-ass and really cool, and now they're maybe not be wanting to be our friends. Uh-oh. So yeah, at least some interesting stuff. Barrens seems to be cool and where it's at, especially with the orcs when you've got some groups of orcs that we might try gobble up and assimilate.
Num. While we're looking for these, they have featured posts now.
Yes,
they bit the cats. There it is.
Nice one. There was only a bit on there from what I remember.
And they bit the cats. I'll find the other.
Have we spoken about this? Oh no, this is a whole other one. That's why.
Yeah, go
on. I was going to talk about the assignment of Mariv, the new territory in Imperial control.
Do tell.
So Mariv is actually where Gadak is from. He's an escaped slave, and it's a territory we've just captured last, I don't know, whenever. And it's going there. There's a potential Senate motion to have it assigned to a nation. So this is the one the orcs are all flustered about because we want it. And then if we get it, one will have this new senator. So a new senator position, which will be available next solstice, assuming it gets assigned to a territory this solstice, to a nation, and then
it's laughing at the chat talking about. I think it's talking about the Great Forest Orc stuff that you were just talking about. Robbie says we did murk a lot of the friends, or allowed the murking to take place.
The murking,
always so eloquent, descriptive.
But yeah, do you remember when some of the orcs are talking about raising a fourth army, and they need a nation to do it, a territory to do it? So that's where Mariv come in. If we get that territory, then maybe we'll be able to.
Oh, I see.
But then some people have been talking about that might not happen. So
Temeshwar is being plagued by rats.
Oh, this
breaking
is the rat
news.
thing.
This is they bit the cat.
Rats.
This is they bit the cats.
Go on then.
Well, Temeshwar is being plagued by rats. There's been what amounts to a tiny plague of rats in Temeshwar since shortly after the winter solstice. There are reports of sewer-fat rodents attacking cats and even dogs, needing to be driven away from cradles, biting drunks trying to sleep rough, infesting larders, and carrying away cheese and slices of meat. What is this wind? It's reached a point where anyone going into a cellar or the small number of abandoned buildings in the city would do well to take a few stout friends and some stouter sticks. Maybe a pack of fine ratters, perhaps imported all the way from the kennels of Hulfried.
Has that got any, mechanical effect, or is it purely for fun at the moment?
Well, speculation builds. Something dark may be afoot in Temeshwar. There have been rumours of something dark in the tunnels and sewers under Temeshwar for years. This sounds like a big bad.
This sounds like Skaven. Skaven, yes.
They are confused stories of a creature of some kind, apparently killed by warriors hired by the Viig, with the aid of a weapon provided by the Volodny known as Shadowsmith. The Volodny itself has apparently not been sighted in some years, although there is nothing to suggest it's been destroyed, beyond this unsettling message. If there is something down there, perhaps even the kind of thing a Varushkan might call a sovereign, it currently exists only in ghost stories and perhaps ancient archives from the early days of the city.
Look at the participation bit.
Characters from Temeshwar may have had run-ins with rats. Any character whose personal resource is based in Temeshwar may have had a run-in with the rats. Oh yeah, sorry, did I say cats a second ago? I meant rats. Or even been attacked by them. They might have been present at Lorenzo's deep pockets when the casinos were assaulted, or ended up having an unpleasant encounter with rats in their own home, on the street, or in their place of business.
Remember so there was a Winds of War released, I think, and you could email PD for a traumatic wound. So if you partook in the fight, you could email them in. So it was the one we did, I think, Mark. So
Yeah.
we could have emailed in. They should do that for this. You could write in for a rat-themed traumatic wound.
Wow. It says it's fine to phys rep some injuries, bites or claw marks. Excuse me. But at the moment, we're not providing any traumatic wounds for players.
Well, they should at the moment.
What would the traumatic wound be?
Nibbled shoes.
I've got rats
Holes
in
shoes.
my hats.
Got rats in my trousers.
It's like bees in the bones, but rats in the hats.
Yeah. So rat and the cat.
Apparently, there's 2 solutions to dealing with the problem. The Temeshwari Chamber of Commerce is invited to consider 2 (3) in reality proposals for dealing with the problem.
Bloody big whack-a-mole mallets. That's what I reckon.
The War Dog Kennels of Temeshwar and the Guild of the Green Flower suggest using traditional methods to deal with the vermin, apparently daring to attack.
What's a traditional method coming from the War Dogs kennels? What, are they just going to let dogs tear them apart, I assume?
Well,
I mean, if that's a traditional method, I don't know. Fine. It's not very humane, though, is it?
I think it's either large amounts of poison or send in the dogs.
Pied Piper, anyone thought of that?
Well, could be a chance for a player.
Just don't refuse to pay him. Let's learn our lessons, people.
Yeah, here we go. Temeshwari War Dogs. The War Dog Kennels of Temeshwar have suggested that the city could be protected by Temeshwari War Dogs in the city. Or the Guild of the Green Flower proposes an equally traditional response to the threat. Large amounts of poison. Which, that cannot be a good outcome, surely.
Next.
Putting poison all over the place.
There's this island, right? I think. And it was settled by, like, I don't know, sailors or, stopped off at sailors back in the day, Victorian, maybe even older. And basically, the sailors brought along rats or something like that. So this island basically just got infested with rats. So to cure the problem, they just got a load of cats. So they just got a load of cats on the island, and now there's just these tons of, like, this island's just known for having tons of cats. So I feel like this could be the issue with the war dogs.
What, there'll be too many war dogs, and then we'd have to get...
We'll have too many dogs.
What's the next thing up in the Empire world that goes after dogs?
I don't know. That's a good question, yeah. I said we went cats first, and then dogs.
Yeah, war rhinos. To clear out the dogs.
Or wyverns. We got, like, dragons and shit, haven't we?
Yeah.
Wyverns.
The thing is, though, the opposite... Well, there is a third option, in which we'll get to in a second, but the alternative to the dogs running amok is large amounts of poison, which would surely have an adverse effect on... well, it's in sewers, first of all, so anything aquatic, it's going to be a problem.
Won't be drinking sewer water anymore. It's got poison in it.
I might still have a go. I like a bit of sewer water. And also other animals are going to be in trouble.
The forge. Yeah.
Oh, that's a hot take. We'll edit that in post.
Yeah. Although we did drink there last time and enjoyed it.
Did. Do you know what? I had a lovely time at the Forge last time. We rarely go there. Or haven't for some years, I would say.
We don't go there until last event where we did go there and had a few pints, didn't we?
Yeah.
Which was nice.
Yeah.
It's not because I don't never ever carry real money on me. I just have coin, and obviously it's all real money there. So.
Yeah. My only concern with it is each year it seems to get lower and lower. There seems to be less of the building, to the point where in a couple of years' time we'll all be sat on the ground going, God, the Forge is nice these days, isn't it?
They've started removing seats, I've noticed as well. Like, it's going to get to the point, it's basically musical chairs at this point. We'll turn up next event and there'll be one stool in the middle. And there'll be about 20 people, and every time someone gets up to go to the bar, someone else takes the seat.
And then it'll be a Winds of War.
Yeah.
There's a problem at Anvil.
Battle for the Forge.
The Forge is slowly disappearing. We've got two answers to it. We either get war dogs to come in and build a new Forge.
We either let a load of war dogs in there.
Yeah. Or everyone drinks poison and doesn't worry about the Forge because they're all dead.
Maybe maybe these ratkin are taking all the floorboards to use for their warpstone creations.
It's a conspiracy.
What's our third choice then, Matt?
The third option is to ride it out. Just let it be. Don't worry about it.
Take its course.
The Chamber of Commerce.
Rats take over.
The Chamber of Commerce may determine that this is not their problem, and everyone should see to their own protection.
I'm guessing this is like spend money or it's gonna get worse.
Yeah,
They wanna-
probably.
Oh, you can investigate. There are a number of avenues to investigate. Oh right, here we go.
There are some
Military
negatives.
units.
There
Military units. Carry on, sorry.
are some negatives. If we were to ride it out and let everyone see to their own protection, people will leave the city or avoid large gatherings for at least the coming season. Businesses won't be directly affected, but they'll lose the benefits provided by Lorenzo's great game.
Okay. So there is a mechanical effect. But think about this. Don't poison the rats. Let everyone deal with it themselves. Free rat kebabs. Everyone's eating.
Ooh, there is a positive, though.
Oh, I thought you were interested in the rat kebab.
Well,
my rat idea.
always. It could be another option for the new food section.
And army rations. Yeah, send an army through there. They'll pick the place clean.
Yeah, we can see if PD can get rat kebabs on wheels.
LARP safe get Monsters Menagerie to make LARP safe throwable rat kebabs.
It will mean a bonus of 18 rings to every farm in Temeshwar that hosts refugees from the city, and to every military unit based in the city that takes the paid work action. It could... it would also increase the profits of places of refuge, such as Reaper's Repose, increasing their income by additional throne.
New Anvil business, Temi kebabs. Yeah.
So in some ways, the rats are helping move money around and support the economy. It's the end of that one. That's brilliant. I like that one.
The problem is, Robbie, Temi kebabs at the moment only has one item on their menu, so we'd have to flesh it out slightly a bit.
Yeah, well, just have different seasonings and then say it's different flavors.
True.
I can't
Poison
find
flavour,
the other
War
one.
dog flavour.
The Call of Crows. Unless it's the Cry of Gulls. I don't know if Charlie could confirm or deny.
My goldfish Goldie? Eaten by the cat.
My dog Pongo?
My cat? Eaten by the dog. My dog Pongo?
No, it choked on the goldfish.
Choked on the cat.
Sorry, everyone. We're quoting Robin Hood Men in Tights because it's our joint favourite film ever.
So the cat eats the rat. Chokes on the rat.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good to have you back, Robin.
I thought you were trying to remember the order.
I was, and I gave up because I can't remember how deep it went. All I know is we're going to get Skaven in the world of Empire, and they're going to take over.
Yeah. So what is that? I heard you say that word earlier, and I thought I'll gloss over it. He's sundowning.
Fantasy. It's Warhammer Fantasy.
Okay.
Basically, they live underneath big cities, and they're just rat people, and
okay, kobolds.
they're exactly that. Exactly.
Are they like kobolds?
But they could be.
What?
I don't know what a kobold is, mate. So yeah,
Right,
sure.
okay.
They're just like half rat people. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're like rats, which are like have a few more brain cells and walk on 2 feet.
Ratkin.
Ratkin, yeah. So yeah. So this is what we could have. That'd be cool. And they live under like these big cities and then like try to take over. It's cool.
Yeah.
The Vermintide, as they also know.
Vermintide, yeah. Oh, I've played that.
So you know exactly what.
Is that what they
Skaven
are?
then.
Oh, there you go. Well, I played the intro and I really disliked
Didn't
it.
like it.
Yeah.
It's literally Left 4 Dead, but with rat.
Ah, that explains it.
Yeah. I think I've played it a few times.
Right. Shall I just pick out another win?
Is that? I think we had another wind mentioned.
Yeah.
Charles
Call
Yarnold.
Call of Crows, but I can't find it.
Oh, it's not on. There's not all their things are on the pinned things, by the way, on their Facebook.
Oh, yeah, the Cry of Goals. It is the Cry of Goals. One of us has got to keep an eye on chat, Matt.
Oh, I saw that and didn't think anything of it. I was like,
Right.
yeah.
Okay. I was too busy with my nose in the wiki.
No, I thought it was like referencing the Robin Hood thing, and I was like, cool.
No. Right, let me briefly digest this.
Oh, I've got to go search it up now, haven't I?
Oh my god, it's a long boy. Last season, the Grundle marked the end of the 2-year peace treaty by sending overwhelming force against Madruga. That's a shame. They shattered the
See,
salt card, overran the defences of the prosperous heart of the Brass Coast, and engaged in a day of rampant looting. God, I hate the Grendel. By the virtues, I hate the Grendel.
They're out of a tough time.
Not as bad as I thought, though. It's a fortunate mercy they were agents of the Prince with 1,000 foes in the city. Is that an Eternal? I think it is. Irahara.
I'm gonna try and get your wind up in a minute.
Can we send it to you?
Oh, go on then. I've got another one about Thrace as well we can talk about at some point.
Thrace. Where are you, Matthew? There you are.
Here I am. Here I am. How do you do?
Yes, yes.
What's
No
that?
rat things in Temmie.
Yes, yes.
No, no.
No.
Agreed.
Whatever.
Is that how they talk?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
We'll figure out a soundboard for our Discord page.
That would be a good one.
It's better than having This Is America. So.
I'd actually just like quotes of like players. That would be cool. Maybe we could like soundbite some of the previous interviews we've done. Just have Robbie saying something hilarious. I'm sure there's something.
We'll find it, Robbie. Don't we?
We'll find it.
We'll make money off you.
We will.
Cool.
It's no money involved.
Unfortunately, man.
Okay, so what happened then? The fire burned a wide swath of the city. Through the centre of what was once the most gloriously colourful city in the Empire, a few structures escaped unscathed. Even some of the stone buildings are cracked from the heat. Jeez. Or from spitefully aimed catapult shot from the Assavean warships. I can't believe this.
Asavea!
Assavean! Silly. That's a silly joke. Terrible deed.
Nice.
Done. The Orcs of the Broken Shore and their western allies rampaged across the coast of Madruga. They conquered Free Landing. So far, the ancient town of Atalaya survives the malice of the Assaveans, but how safe its future may be is unclear. I can't believe this. Lots of raids.
You've done this.
They were defeated at the Lyceum, which is
If you say so.
the centre of Imperial magic study that sprawls across an island in the bay near Sirok. While they were defeated there, the Grendel were not the only raiders guided by a grim purpose. Also, during the winter solstice, the Grendel and their allies destroyed the Shining Pillar. That massive white and gold tower was one of the most prominent landmarks in the Empire. This is sounding very Cyrodiil. For those that know. It's Oblivion, Matt.
Oh yeah, of course.
The
Yeah.
white gold tower, right in the centre of...
Yep. Are you saying Profound Decisions has taken their game ideas from
the Imperial
they built
City.
a world based off? Okay, no.
They borrowed it.
Have they borrowed?
Inspired by...
Have they borrowed Skaven from Warhammer and this big tower from Oblivion?
It's really Robbie's. That's the quote we need to find.
I don't need much soap. On a slightly related note, Mark, if you don't mind,
Yep.
can anyone in the chat, if you haven't followed our Facebook page, could you go follow it and share it? Because we would like to look at streaming through Facebook as well, but we need a minimum amount of followers on that one first. So if
Boo,
every
Facebook's
one of our
rubbish.
subscribers, yeah, but it's something, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
If all of our subscribers went and checked out our Facebook page, then because the idea was we were going to stream it on Facebook as well as YouTube tonight,
Mhm.
and then when I went to set it up, they were like, "Nope, you haven't got enough followers." So
Facebook is
Anyway.
a difficult one because it provides almost zero support for content creator growth.
luckily, we don't need no support, baby.
So it's just a difficult one. It just makes sense because the majority of players are active on Facebook. So
Yes,
we'd like to
that's exactly my thought.
be able to offer our content to them as well.
Yeah, it's just another way of accessing us, you know.
Yeah.
You could stream on TikTok. We could stream on TikTok. I don't know how to do that.
We need 1,000
Mark
followers
does.
on TikTok.
Yeah, so easier to get 100 than 1,000. But we're going to be releasing TikToks aplenty on the weekend.
Yeah, we have tasked ourselves to record as much as we can. And we might need your guys' help, actually, if anyone's up for it. I want to ask as many people as I can what their favourite thing about Empire is. Just quick snapshot, question and answer. And then
we're
going to put it into a giant video. Well, not a giant video. We're going to put it into a TikTok.
Yeah, through a lot of things that happened, we didn't get to do nearly as much recording last time than we would like to, and it's a shame because we had loads planned. So this is all tipping over into this event. So
yeah,
we probably might not like it when it comes to it because we naturally don't want to do much at an event. But we
just want to enjoy the event.
We've made sure we're gonna just crack on and do a better job than last time. What domesticated moss?
You want to do some
box and sorry, yeah.
Just to tack onto that, you want to do some cringe meme talks, don't you?
I want to. We just got to think about the reality of doing it.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
essentially, we want to more footage of us in kit as well.
Yeah.
But again, that's.
And I think more footage of the field where we can and when we can. Obviously, we never film during time in or anything like that. So we are limited to that.
I mean, maybe we get in kit early and have a wander around camp. Who knows? I was just going to say we had a question in the chat, like, what are Gadak's and Brog's aims for this event? Which is a loaded hell of a question.
Arrive.
Yep, make it to the event.
Pack.
Like to be packed by the end of the weekend.
They're Brog's goals as much as my own goals. I don't know. I haven't thought about anything further than I want to become established as a Raven, ex-Raven, definitely not Raven anymore, Imperial Orc, but I used to live in the mines. That's
Raven Big Dog.
That's Brog's backstory that I've wanted to do for ages, and I was a bit scared to do it last time because I wasn't sure if I should, but this time I'm just gonna say flip it and do it.
Yes.
I think.
And Gadak wants to, so you we kind of gone in with two characters having sort of, like I said, you really wanted to lean into the Raven, and then I've last minute jumped into doing Sanite stuff, the Sanite sept, so Gadak Sanite, and I just really want to get all the Sanites heads together. I tried to do it a bit last event and it never happened, so maybe I just need to step up and go, oi Sanites, let's chat together.
Let's sand some ites.
Together, Sanite strong. That's what we need to do. And then obviously rumours of potentially senatorial stuff, which I think it would be cool to have a whack at.
Yeah, you've got that going on. I'd love to try and become the ambassador to the Raven if and when it becomes available. But I need to...
hopefully, orcs together strong. Exactly. Hopefully, we'll see something about Raven ambassadorship this year. Maybe, I don't know how fast things move in the Senate when it comes to freeing up titles, but hopefully, we'll see that, or at least know what's happening with it this year. I've bought a little present for the Admiral Teach bar as well.
Have you? What is it this time?
It's alcohol.
Oh,
we'll find out.
I've heard they sell that there.
Yeah.
We had a question in, I think it was in the Discord, Matt, about how can a player who is scared about coming into the Orcs come into the Orcs? It's easy, just do it.
Luckily, the Orcs have the best bar in Admiral Teach, and the best coffee house, which is the Viper's Venom Tea House. I should know what it is. Sorry, Lenny. So yeah, easy. Just go to them. No, but seriously, yeah. I think the best bit is just go grab a coffee.
It's the
and then you're in the middle of the
something
camp.
serpent, something with a serpent. I remember snakes.
I will. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Vipers, venom, tea.
The twisted serpent.
Robbie, help us.
It was Fergal who asked in the Discord. Any advice for a brand new player who's trying to build up the courage to have a look around the Orc camp? Honestly, please don't be scared. The Orc camp is fully open. There's multiple exits. You don't need weapons. Everyone is
It's
chill.
a whole different place these days. Like, funny enough, Mark, I don't even remember when we were. We went to one of the shops last event, and I was buying a dagger, and they were like, "Oh, you'll need that to go in the Orcs."
Yeah.
And it's just like,
no, we won't.
Stop saying it. Stop saying it. You don't need to say it. It's not a thing anymore. People may be misinformed, fine, but yeah, don't. Yeah, I mean, Orcs are friendly.
Yeah, it's like you can. It's a thoroughfare now. You can walk in one entrance and walk out the other. So even if you don't want to stop your first time, just have a walk through. No one will bother you.
Head down and bottom it across.
Yeah, you don't even have to put your head down. No one will bother you.
Had a nice chat last event. Was asking about the pit, weren't they? Remember that? I don't know how I got talking to him. They're like, oh, just venoms and victuals. I don't know.
Focus.
Sorry, yeah. I got distracted by the chat. So someone came in and said, "Oh, I want to learn more about the pit." So I just took him off and had a chat about the pit.
Yeah. So, you showed him around.
Yeah, showed him around the wooden walled pit. So yeah, I don't know. Like, if you're feeling brave, you could be like, tell me about something, or you could just go and get a coffee.
Yeah, just don't ask me, because I'll be like, I don't know either.
If you're tight as me when it comes to money, there's a water tap in the middle of the Orc camp. Just fill up your tankard.
He's tight until he's had some drinks, and then the purse string loosens, I feel.
Maybe. That is why Gardak has no money, which is real sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think I guess like any camp's intimidating, but I think Mark made a good point. The fact that there's a 3 road now, you can literally just walk through the Orc camp, suss it out, and then like I said, there's a bar there which is near the sort of woods entrance to the camp, and then in the main sort of circle fire pit, you've got like the tea house, or the coffee shop, should we call it?
Yes. Going back to goals for the event, one of my goals is to go out and about as Brog. We sort of spent an event laying a bit low. We did go out and about a bit, but I think we should go out and be silly sausages around some of the other camps, hit up some of the tea shops like we did in the previous life.
Last event, the silliness was robbed from us, so
it was.
We didn't have a great event. So yeah, this I mean, the silliness is borderline robbed from us this event, because we've got such like a crammed in, stressful run up. But I think when we get there, hopefully you make it Thursday. Once we get there, we can just massively unwind and have a really enjoyable one. Again, like you were saying, like really earlier on, like just almost forget doing anything, forget doing any pre-planned stuff for the event, and just go with the flow. And I think the Orcs embraced that last event when like the majority of the Orc nation went over and had soup at the I regret
that.
Was it?
No, it was Urizen. I thought it was Marches, so I was like, I said no, and then I heard it was Urizen, and I thought that would be really fun, because I imagine their response to a bunch of Orcs turning up for soup would have been.
But apparently they had a really good time as well. Like, it was really fun. And we were like, soup? No, we don't want any bloody soup. And then off we went back to the camp to mope at the camp for an hour. I think we were at the teach. Yeah, probably. But anyway.
But yeah, next time, Robbie, force me to go. When you ask me if you think, oh, does Brock want to do this? He does. No matter what he says. No matter how much he struggles. Take him along.
Dragon.
Yeah. And Gadak as well, I guess. I assume you'd want to be.
I don't know. I'm pretty miserable anyway, so.
Yeah, but Gadak isn't.
Always assume I want to do stuff.
You've got to roleplay as a happy person.
Gadak's not happy at all. He's exactly me and miserable. No, I don't. I'll do more. We'll do more this event.
Yeah, Robbie's going to get the poking stick, so we'll be poked into things.
Oh, that was one thing I was meant to do, which I never did. Remember, I was talking about that. I won't actually mention it in the chat because I think it's meant to be a nice little surprise thing. But remember, I was talking about what the few of the Sanites had planned for Night of Worth.
Oh yeah, we need to talk about Night of Worth actually.
Yeah, well, I've not done any of that, so that's not happening for me.
Okay, no, I haven't prepared anything for Night of Worth either. I am going to go and view my first Night of Worth as an orc, from afar, and then.
Well, it's just show and tell, isn't it? So you don't have to be part of it, do you?
No. But it's cool flavour, isn't it?
Yeah, but we get to still. Yeah, we get to witness it. We're not forced to stand up and talk about something we should have or shouldn't. So, Night of Worth's interesting though. If anyone wants to go check out, anyone in the chat, there you go. That's an excuse to go to the orc camp. Yeah,
and a blinding one at that. I don't know when it is. Saturday.
I want to say Saturday. I guess an ex-Wear of Worth might know.
Yeah. If there are any ex-Wears of Worth in the chat,
yeah,
let us know. We missed a message, a question from Jack. What's jumped out the most in the wins? I don't know if you hear at the start, Jack, but we've been very naughty and not read any of the wins until this stream. But out of the two I've read, the rat problem.
That sounds the coolest.
In Temeshwar has really caught my attention.
Yeah.
It to the point where I might just have Brog going around laughing about it the whole event.
I don't know. Also, Madruga getting railed. Oh, were they getting railed? I don't know. Oh yeah, there we go.
9 p.m. Saturday is the Night of Worth, but it may be an Orc Nation thing.
I went there once as a winter marker, so it's really cool.
Yeah, yeah, we all went, didn't we? A long time ago.
Just risk a knife in the back. That's all.
Yeah, screw it. Come along. Nah, we'll keep you safe.
I was going to talk about something which, because it's Thrace. Except Dawn, yeah, you're right, Robbie. Thrace. Yeah. Do you know Thrace? Who was, I think, was Thrace who led the rebellion of the orcs back in Deer. Frith will remember it. He was there. I'm pretty sure Frith was there. There's some cool stuff about Thrace.
Yeah. Just trying not to lean too heavily into orc stuff.
Everyone should know.
Okay.
I was remembering. Yeah, carry on.
No, we can. And then I want to tell you about my plan.
No, you go, because I've not really got anything to say because I haven't actually read this one. I just noticed it said Thrace, so I started to read it. But you go.
Right. So in my adventures of doing nothing to prepare for this week, I've also not prepared for Father's Day on Sunday, which I thought maybe I can get something at Empire for him, even though 95% of it is probably going to be uninteresting to him. But a small side quest I have is to find something for Papa Brog.
We'll find it.
Yeah, I was thinking like a handmade mug or something. There's got to be one out there.
I'm going to say there definitely is, but I don't know.
Or some kind of iron forged something.
Yeah, there's that cool forge tent, actually, isn't it? They're with, I can't remember what company they're with, but they're good.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's a little side quest. Not quite LARP themed, but something that I wanna do. Trying to think of other things that we want to get done. Oh, I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna do it. I'm going to Conclave. I'm gonna go to Conclave this time, and I'm gonna talk to my fellow members of the Shuttered Lantern. I think it's the Shuttered Lantern that I'm in. I have to check.
Don't know.
I'm gonna check now. Basically, I joined an order when I made Grog, but I haven't done anything with it yet. But I want to. Can't log in, can I? Because they're on site.
Oh.
Well, I guess I'll find out at the event on my character sheet. I'm sure it's Shuttered Lantern because it's about like keeping secrets and stuff, isn't it? Ram says if you go in Conclave, bring a snack. I absolutely will. I am familiar with the length of Conclave. Although it has got
a chair, a pillow, and a duvet.
It has got a lot better in the last couple of years, I think.
It's in theory got a lot better, yeah.
Because they've changed the order of how they
changed the format, haven't they?
How they progress stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, we went a couple of times as Saren and Lucan, didn't we?
Yeah, but we went for a couple of big votes, didn't we?
Yeah, I remember I went once ages ago. My mate Charlie, or Adelia of Wintermart, was putting through like a motion. So she basically called like all of the mystics of Wintermart to go, or magic people of Wintermart.
Mm-hmm.
But I was there for like an hour and a half, and I was like, yeah, I'm going. And I didn't even get to see her vote, and it was a shame. Yeah. I'm trying to look at this this Thrace thing, which is to do. I think. I want to say it's going. So the Legion's Rookery, which is a thing in Scarsund, is gonna, I guess, be made special. And then it looks like
it's going to be made special.
Yeah, that's as far as I can go with it. And basically, so the main effect that all labour costs for construction stuff in an Imperial Orcs territory will be provided for free, essentially. So if we ever want to make anything, we'd have to pay the Wains, but we wouldn't have to pay construction. And that says in an Imperial Orcs territory. So do you reckon if we got Mariv, that would cover Mariv as well as an Orc territory? So therefore we could start pumping money into the Orc territory, and we wouldn't be paying the labour cost.
Well, yeah, if it's an Orc territory, then yeah.
Yeah, that's not. So that could be useful, and that lasts a year. That buff, so you get a year's worth of cutting labour costs, which is cool. Oh, a Legion, the same period. Any commissioned announced by the Legion engineer. So I think that's one where you get the free Wayleaf. I think Legion engineer gets a free Wayleaf a season.
Oh, okay.
That's what you use for constructing stuff.
Yes, Imperial Wayleaf.
Yeah. So anything made by the Legion engineer would be reduced in cost by a fifth. Which is handy.
Cool.
Ah, nice. And then we can basically generate a opportunity for something unique as well.
Yeah.
Cool.
Man, we need to read stuff before we go live.
Nah. I mean, there's no point.
Well, we're just waiting for you to fit. We're just waiting for you to finish a sentence. And you go, oh, and then we get to hear what it is.
Yeah, there's lots of interesting things. People go check out yourself then. I'm not reading it anymore. Go check it yourself.
What's the link? What is it? A war? Winds of War?
It is the Ambition of Thrace, which is a Wind of Fortune.
For this event?
Yep.
Nice.
Because I think, yeah. So go check it out. Interesting one for fellow orcs. Because it looks like it's going to be a real good one. I guess it's going to be something that is definitely supported by all the orcs.
What else is going on around the Empire? Is there anything going on?
Oh, I wish I knew.
Do you know we never hear anything about Horizon?
No.
No. And I wonder if any of the... Normally they say which nations that the winds like are important for. Oh, here we go. Spring Equinox Winds of Fortune full breakdown. And it's got all of the Winds of Fortune and who they're important to.
Bingo bango. I was going to think of Winds of War, you know?
Yeah, you always go to Winds of War and that's the boring stuff.
Yeah, but what's happening with the cold sun?
He's real cold. Well, they're real cold.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
It's just doing bits. There's an open rebellion going on in Spiral among the Urizen who struggle with the decision to allocate the territory to the League. So I'm guessing Spiral's being allocated to the League. I didn't know that. I thought it was still Urizeni territory. Well,
we
it
lost
is
it
still.
and then retook it, didn't we?
Is that why? Is that why they're debating who it goes to?
Could well be.
Keen to avoid the rebellion spreading, the Empire has made concerted efforts to meet the rebels' demands where possible. The words of the Empress have come at an opportune moment, just as the Imperial Senate were wrestling with a way to satisfy the demands of one of the Urizeni factions. So, if you're an Urizeni and you're from Spiral, in particular, you don't have to be. It could be something for you. Oh yeah, big rebels. What else have we got going on? Imperial magicians, militia, and magistrates. The Eternal Siaka offers her boons indiscriminately to Imperial magicians. Should they be prepared to reach out and take them? I thought she... Oh yeah, here we go. The Mother of Rex has been declared an enemy of the Empire by the Conclave. It's quite illegal to actually take advantage of these offers or to be the beneficiaries of them. But still, the offers are there.
Only illegal if you get caught.
As is the spectre of the chaos and destruction they might bring if anyone chooses to accept them. So if you're feeling a bit magically spicy, go and accept a boon from Siaka.
I was going to quickly talk about the battles, if you don't mind me taking 5 minutes.
Yeah, go for it. You do that. I'll look up some more other things.
So it looks like battle opportunities. There are 4 battle opportunities. 2 are against Jotun and Yagara, and the Yagara are like human marcher type people, aren't they? Oh, are they marcher people? I don't know, but they're humans. So you got humans and Jotun on one. So you got 2 battles against Jotun and Yagara, and then 2 against Grendel. So, yeah. So it's either Jotun or Grendel. So don't bring your blues and don't bring your greens. So cool.
Is that it?
I was literally just, that's the main battles are going to be against them.
That hasn't given me enough time to look at anything.
Okay, I'll talk about what battles there are. No, actually no. So one's going to be in Calavesa in Westmarch against Jarl Idun. So yeah, that's against the Jotun in up in Calvesa. Leathaven. Yeah, so there's potential to go fight in Leathaven against the Jotun. Down in Madruga, which yeah, down where the Brass Coast have just had a tough time. We can go fight some Grendel there. So we've got some Siaka cults, which are the shark people. So there's some Siaka cults down there, so we've got to go give them a bloody nose. And then in Marive, which is this newly conquered territory of ours, we can go to Brine Blood Bay and try capture some brine turtles. I don't know if brine turtles are literal turtles or if they're a name of a military unit. Who knows?
Could be either an empire, let's face it.
They're going to be Grendel as well. So yeah, a couple of Grendel fights potentially. So yeah, we can. That's for the military council to choose. And then we got core. Look at these force. I don't know if anyone knows how like military. Matt's 5 minutes was classically 30 seconds long. Well,
it's normally the opposite.
I formally asked for 5 minutes. Just it was a formal thing, and now I'll talk for a lot more. So, yeah, I don't know if you go onto the Winds of War stuff, you can check out like nation force weights, and that's how PD calculates sort of what nations can go together, because nations have like a force weight, which is what's their sort of expected numbers they will bring to a battle. So Wintermark is 57 force weight. That means nothing to anyone who doesn't know what that force weight means. But the Imperial Orcs have 5. So and we're the lowest. Imperial Orcs at 5. But so each nation just get given a force weight, and then that's how they assign like who fights with who and stuff. So Wintermark typically bring quite a lot of people, so that's why they've got quite a big force weight. And then you've got Navarre and Dawn, sort of similar numbers because they're big old nations. And then us Imperial Orcs at the bottom, outmatched but not outclassed. No, I don't know. Outnumbered but not outclassed. We'll say that.
Yeah.
Never outmatched. There we go. So
The mighty
force
5.
Force weight, yeah, that's 5. There's just 5 of us. No, so go, force weight, interesting for anyone who's military interested and want to know about stuff. Go check it out. It's all on the Winds of War. You can there's a little drop down thing. So maybe you could work that out and figure out who you're going to be fighting with. If you're really smart, you might make a guess on who you're going to be fighting with. So
I'm not that smart.
Fair enough. I'm not that smart either, nor do I care that much. So. But yeah, and then obviously on the same page you've got all like the conjunctions, which are these little skirmishes and stuff. So there's a few cool ones kicking around. So go check them out.
You should care. Isn't Gadak a fighter? Don't you have a military unit?
Technically.
I mean, to be fair,
doesn't have this information. Matt has this information.
To be fair, Brock has a military unit too, but
yeah, well,
he ain't no fighter.
He's admin. He's the quartermaster.
He is.
He sorts out the meals.
He's the guy that stands behind the esports team with the phone, checking for respawn times.
Yeah. Rockets up in 2. Yeah, exactly. Nice. Cool.
That it?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I could waffle more, but I don't have to.
It's Matt's 5 minutes of war.
War. We're going to war, man. We're going to war.
There's a cool Wind of Fortune here called Say Her Name, and it's
Say her name.
It's of import to Wintermarkers, especially people of Sumasuak and Mystics. Also, the Imperial Senate and anyone who wants to go for the ambassador to Otkadov. Basically, there's the Chronicle of Heroes, which we should definitely know as ex-Wintermarkers. It holds the names of the people of Wintermark. The names of those who the people of Wintermark believe best exemplify the ideals of heroism. So it's our book of heroes. Mm-hmm. 3 people, 1 nation. And for the first time ever, one of the named heroes whose deeds are to be immortalized is not a Wintermarker. Gasp.
Who is it? Go on then. Who is it?
Well, it is a Varushkan, I believe.
No, that's cool.
Yulia Kasimiova Voronov. He's been added to the Chronicle of Heroes. It absolutely wasn't. I practiced it in my head a lot while you were talking about the battles.
Mate, you delivered it impeccably.
Yeah. They were once one of the most powerful citizens in the Empire, a well-regarded senator for Mikarova. And there was even talk that she might one day take the throne. But obviously we now know that did not come to fruition. That talk ended when the Thule approached the Empire and offered an alliance. In exchange for a return of lands they considered their own. So, it looks like... Is that when Vrishka gave one of their territories over?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the current Empress was that senator that gave up their territory.
That has now been refuted by me telling you that it wasn't that person. But basically, she was outcast from Varushka, but Wintermark is honouring her by adding her into the Chronicle of Heroes for her deeds, showing courage and loyalty for allowing the Thule to take the Varushkan land. Jotun.
Thank you, Varushka.
Thule. It was Thule.
Yeah, so that was part of the treaty, wasn't it? Yeah, to get them to fight with us for a year or so. We gave them 2 territories, I think.
Yeah.
And the Varushkans were like dead against it, but this Senate was like, and then got outcast.
So as a result of that hoo-ha, the Thule have indicated they would welcome a decision by the Imperial Senate to appoint a Wintermark mediator as ambassador to Otkadov.
That's cool.
And if the Senate appoints a Wintermarker, the Thule will permit Wintermark military units to hunt for Agromant cultists in the Silver Peaks. So they'll let us in, basically.
Ah.
Let me in.
Silver Peak's a mithril mine.
I would absolutely love to tell you the answer to that. Here we go. Here's a link. No, it's part of Somersuak.
Oh.
It's a region of Somersuak.
That Varushkan person that is a hero. I thought that was the throne from memory because I saw them stand up and give their speech when they. I'm pretty sure I saw it anyway, and I thought it looked like the throne. I was like, I'm pretty sure the same person. Definitely not.
Oh.
But yeah, I remember seeing it because they were giving a real good speech in the Senate.
Yeah. So that's quite an interesting one for Wintermarkers. A bit of blurring the lines between nations a bit.
I mean, Varushka and Wintermark go way back, don't they? With the Var and the Steiner and the...
Matt, you wanted to hear some bits about the Cold Sun. A little birdie told me. Well, you did. You are the little birdie. There's a wind of fortune called the Deer in the Sun, and it's of note for Imperial Orcs, Varushkans, and Navarre. Driven by an implacable hatred of creativity and expression, the forces of Cold Sun have relentlessly targeted cultural sites across the Empire. Even as the Empire's armies have turned the tide of battle against Cold Sun, the Pride Assembly has called on nations to create new sites of beauty and culture. What better way to defy this force of oblivion than to create a lasting monument designed to showcase art and beauty? Both Varushka and the Imperial Orcs have spoken on how best they might celebrate their pride. Navarre, however, expressed a different priority. For them, the war with the Cold Sun is not yet done. ... No,
it's probably not, to be honest.
Bum, bum, bum. It never is. None of the wars ever end.
And this is where the libraries come into it, isn't it?
The Library of Worth.
Yeah, and you've got the Great Library as well. So they're follies, which I don't quite know what that means. Maybe it doesn't. Oh, there we go. Establishes. So I think follies don't have a mechanical effect. I could be wrong with that, but they have like a world effect. So they're like, I think. Do you know what? I don't know. I'm chatting rubbish. I don't know. But they're follies, which we can go and construct.
A folly is the general term for any commission that is explicitly designed not to provide any apparent effects. Most follies are straightforward endeavours, statues created to celebrate some kind of accomplishment. So basically, I think it would cost a lot less than a great work, for example.
Well, it does tell you what it costs. So the Library of Worth will be 14 white granite and 42 crowns.
Oh, okay. That's still a lot of money, maybe to me, because I'm poor.
If you wanted to create the Great Library, it's 60 white granite wains and 180 crowns. So maybe these are something you can build, which has the potential for plot at some point. You're affecting the plot world rather than the physical material world.
Yeah. So to immediately answer you, a folly requires at least one wain of either white granite, weirwood, or mithril. There is no upper limit on how many be used, but the more material expended, the more impressive the resulting folly will be. So it's a look what I've built.
Yeah, so these follies, so these two suggested ones we've been given, so the first one needs at least 14 wains of white granite and 42, but at least that, but you could put in more, basically. There's no upper limit. So yeah, it's cool. And that's so. Yeah, I mean that's Imperial Orc stuff. There's also some follies to do with Varushka and what looks like Navarre have looked at doing some follies.
Yeah, so I got distracted by finding out what a folly was, but basically the Orcs want to do the Library of Worth.
And then the Ethingraw want to do a Great Library.
Yeah, Varushka want to make a Hall of Fabric Arts,
Oh.
which would promulgate weaving and embroidery. And Navarre wants to. They don't want to do that, do they? They just want to carry on fighting. So their assembly can enact a mandate to encourage members of the nation to defeat the last armies of Cold Sun.
Probably a good idea. I don't know. I'm just saying. Probably should wipe out the endgame threat.
Yeah. Is that what we're going with? Is it endgame threat?
That's what I'm going with. I've said it.
Mid game. It's mid game, I think, isn't it?
It's mid game.
We're about halfway through the lifespan of Empire, apparently.
Supposedly, but I mean, I reckon they'll come back bigger and badder at some point. Maybe.
Yeah, I obviously I'm not wanting it to happen now, but I am looking forward to the world-ending event that ends the game when the time comes.
Or it's just like, congratulations, you've achieved world peace.
Tutorial complete.
And you're like,
after 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a whole other. As a VR. That's a whole other video waiting to happen. I think talking about the lifespan of. Oh, we've touched on it before in other videos.
When we make it on the plot team, we'll write it in.
Yeah, if I was to throw my 2 cents in now randomly in the middle of this video that's got nothing to do with it, I'd say that once they find a permanent piece of land, they'll have multiple games running together, which will include the lifespan of this one. Maybe extend it.
What, you reckon extend Empire? Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, there's no reason why they couldn't, so you're right.
Yeah. But tune into our video where we talk about what's going to happen with Empire.
When we get juicy, hot details on Profound Decisions' new site, you heard it here first on another long podcast.
The day that we decide to just pluck up the courage and ask Matt Pennington if he wants to come on, as he has for everyone else.
Nah.
Come and tell us some juicy things.
Please, Matt, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing to say to you. Oh, okay, fair enough. Bye,
I've already told everyone.
Yeah, just go watch their stream. Okay,
yeah. What else we got going
on? I don't know.
Honestly, there's about 25 Winds of Fortunes right now.
I feel like we've covered all the Orc ones though, which is good because they're ones we should know, so we're equipped. I think Thursday, again, all depending on what times we turn up and stuff. I think Thursday's going to be.
Hold on.
We can chat. Go on.
Long Shadows. Imperial Orcs, especially the steward of the mines of Gulhul.
The mines of Moria. Go on then. Take a lead.
Right, I need to go now and finish watching the Two Towers.
Yeah, sorry, I've set you off.
You said the words.
What's the thing called? Long Shadows, though.
Long Shadows. The Imperial Senate has paid 100 thrones to encourage miners, prospectors, and skilled labourers to travel to Scarsind. This could be something that Brog does, being an ex-miner.
You're all ex-miners, mate. We grew up.
Are you an ex-miner? No, you're an ex-pitfire.
No, but as in we were all children.
He's done me.
And they call it a mine. Go on then. What's
a mine
in the mines?
Brahms doesn't want Empire to end.
Did we dig too deep?
Wake up, Brahms. It's a dream. Have we delved too greedily and too deep is the question. And the answer is not yet. The Senate want us to go deeper. They want us to go to Scarsind. They want us to go to Scarsind and search the mountains for valuable deposits of metal that can keep the hungry forges of the Ethangraw. Oh, that can feed the hungry forges of the Ethangraw.
Ooh, I wonder if that's a cool opportunity for like a mine or something like that.
Maybe. They've been aided in their quest by diviners, recruiters, investors, and entrepreneurs from the Golden Pyramid who have come at the request of the Grand Master to lend whatever support they can. Together, they seek out opportunities to enrich the Imperial Orcs, and the last 3 seasons have proven potentially quite lucrative.
Also, if you were part of the Golden Pyramid and you didn't go to the mines, you will have 2 crowns in your player pack. Give it back. specifically says that.
If you did go to the
Yeah.
mines.
So they're going to give you money.
You said
assuming
didn't.
you did. Yeah, if you didn't go to the mines, you've got to give it back. That's what it says in the wind. They're going to give 2 crowns to every one of the Golden Pyramid who went to the mines. If you did go to the mines, hand your money back.
Oh, I thought you were making a joke about, oh, if you went to the mines, those 2 crowns that you were given, you've got to give to us in the orcs.
Oh, no, spend it. Go spend it. I'm just saying, they put in the thing saying, if you didn't go there, give the 2 crowns back. It's like, okay.
That is incredibly trusting of PD.
I bet no one will.
Oh.
I don't know. I reckon someone would. But fair enough. Thank you, Golden Pyramid, for your services in Scarsons.
That is, I mean, keeping 2 crowns is probably nothing in today's economy. It doesn't go far, does it?
That's what me and you make in a year at this rate.
Yeah.
With our military units.
Yeah. That's cool.
And the Golden Pyramid might do it again.
Yeah. It's also allowed businesses in Scarson to diversify for free. Free diversification.
Thank you, Golden Pyramid.
Thanks, Golden Pyramid.
You truly are golden.
Oh man, there's loads of stuff that could become a thing as a result of this. Like commissioning the cracking void would produce a source of Tempest Jade for the Empire and a small income of the metal for the Golden Pyramid.
Oh, so yeah. So when I was saying, this might give us an opportunity for a mine, this is exactly what it's given us: is opportunities for this sinecure. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, there's also 2 abandoned mines that they've found.
Ooh.
Wells of Janon have gone missing. Scouring the mountains of Scarsin also turns out 2 very valuable mines.
A mithril mine.
Abandoned without good reason. Yeah, I bet there is a flipping reason, and then we.
I bet it's like you'll have to send an army to clear some people out.
Yeah. Well done. You've mined some Tempest Jade, but also a giant hole has swallowed the miners or something. Like
you walked in and there's a skeleton propped up against the well.
Yeah.
And you accidentally knock it down. Yeah, there's a mithril mine, which is cool.
The Crimson Peak mine was the legal property of Wolfric Kelvinson, a citizen of Wintermark who has, by all accounts, been dead for many years.
Well, he'd be pretty peeved if not, because we're just rocking up and taking it.
They were overrun by Trigoni?
Oh, are those sinkhole things? They're like a big bad that never happened because we just went and dealt with it before they could. When they like the sinkhole formed. Anyone who doesn't know in the chat, a sinkhole formed, and it swallowed up most of New Dun Hall, didn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, so
and a bit of Birchen Hall.
Yeah, there's a sinkhole that opened up, and then all these Trigoni or whatever were there, and then it was our job to go cap it. I like to think of like Chernobyl when they had to build a big concrete cap over the top. Maybe something similar.
Yeah.
We capped it, and then they didn't come out because we did a really good job. So I think they were literally waiting to come out and raid the place, and we just put an end to it.
Well, they definitely have come out because there is a picture of them.
Go
on. Just not at that time.
Oh, I didn't realise we ever fought.
No, I don't know when it was, but I'm going to post it in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord already, go to our.
Carry on.
If you're not in the Discord already, go to our YouTube page where I've recently added the Discord link, and you can have a look at the picture that we're talking about.
I was about to say, I reckon that photo was probably taken around the 9th of September 2013, I reckon.
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Ah, well, there you go. Where did you see that?
Based on the photo on the.
Oh yeah.
So that's cool then. That's a very cool thing. So.
Shout out to Oliver Facey who took that picture. I read as well. Absolutely, still going strong in the LARP photography game after at least 11 years.
So. Yes, I was going to say, obviously, we've got to clear those bad boys out of the mine before we can get it. But that's cool. And there is a thing about paying reavers or foreign mercenaries to clear the mine.
There's the link. Oh, you can post clickable links in YouTube chat. Now I know.
And then going on to the Sorrowful Tunnels, which is another
It's
mine.
another mine.
Yeah, that's the Mithril mine.
Oh my lordy.
Which is not a bad Mithril mine either.
18 wains.
Yeah, so we've got to repair it, which will be 20 weirwood and 60 crowns in labour, by the looks of it. And then, yeah, we'll get 18 wains a season. And we can purchase extra wains of Mithril as well for a set amount of crowns. So there's a potential to make an additional 9 Mithril top end. So
72 crowns for an additional 3 wains of Mithril.
probably cheap.
Well, 24.
I've got to do maths.
24 crowns is 3 thrones.
Yeah. 24, 60. Yeah, so that's 3 thrones a wane. That's what that's working out at.
Yeah. That's cheap.
Yeah, so
that's cheap.
So yeah, we get that, that's cool. I don't know if it says in there how it would be, like, you know, how someone would get the position.
Who would look after it?
Yeah, I don't know. If that's something we decide once the mine is brought back to life. But that's an interesting one. So cool little couple of mines, which is a nice. That's a nice little Winds of Fortune.
I imagine it would be an orc, since it's in Scarsund.
Don't have to be, but yeah. This is where it comes down to like naming it a national. I don't know if that would technically. Oh, there we go. Commission type boar seat. So it all depends if it's a national boar seat, which is then it's part of the nation, or I don't know, an imperial boar seat, and then anyone can get it. But if it's national, then yeah, only someone of the nation can get it. Yeah. But I don't know.
I also don't know.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, troll ruins, nice. Right, we're going to waffle too much, and we didn't want to go on for too long because we were going to end it.
No, I'm dreadfully aware that I need to go to Asda and do all of my shopping for tomorrow.
So an hour and a half stream has turned into an hour 45, although we didn't start till a bit late, so actually we're bang on time.
Yeah.
An hour and a half, which is great. Also, I've been really... I don't know, did I tell you earlier? I've been like feeling really unwell today. And I've just started to feel a bit better, but I want to have an early night. So, yes, let's not stay up late, people. And everyone in the chat, get an early night. You've got a big day ahead of you if you're heading to site tomorrow. If not, stay up late. Why not? You have a lie-in tomorrow and then get ready Friday.
Do both. Why not do both? That's what I'm going to do.
And me and Mark can't wait to see you all in the field. Please come chat to us. We're going to try chat to as many people as we can. Do some videos as well. If people want to jump in and do like a little interview or a little say something video, then please come chat to us because that's something we want to do as well.
Yeah, honestly, don't like be worried about coming up to chat to us. Whatever we're doing at whatever point. It's something I always worry. I still worry about it now when I see content creators and I think, I want to have a chat with them, but I don't want to disturb them. I'm fine with being disturbed. So yeah, don't.
We are more anxious than you, don't worry.
Yeah. So yeah, do come and chat because we absolutely love chatting with new people.
So yeah,
and
thank you
old.
very much, guys.
New and old.
Everyone get safe. Everyone get there safe to Dalford Road, Empire, Fan Decisions. E2, and we'll see you in the field.
Once again, jump in the Discord because that is where we are most active, talking about mostly Matt's gardening attempts and stuff like that. But I need to be more active in there. I need to just post random stuff. And it's really cool hearing about your other projects and stuff that everyone's got going on too, not just Empire, but also Empire. So, yes, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Where's our end screen?
Bye.
There it is.